So Nick, you have any news for today?
Actually, quite interesting stuff. A lot of stuff has happened the last week, huh?
Okay.
When it comes to football in general.
In football, okay, I'm guessing there's probably going to be an issue in around European football.
Yeah.
Specifically Spain.
Well, City's 28-match unbeaten streak.
Okay. Liverpool won their first match in a while.
Liverpool won their first match in a while, yeah.
Yes.
Ian St. John passed away. God bless his
rest
soul.
in peace to him,
Rest
Liverpool
in peace,
legend. What was been happening in France? Paris Saint-Germain.
PSG.
Yeah, PSG, like, still they're probably gonna win it again.
I mean,
Maybe.
they're not doing like as fast as you think they are, but
But
yeah,
but I think Serie A is gonna be a very interesting one.
yeah,
Inter Milan.
AC Milan.
Yeah, another fun fact that Inter Milan has finally stopped their sponsorship with Pirelli.
Oh,
But this
that's
season,
quite
it's
a.
either this season or the end of next season is gonna be the last one.
As in Pirelli, the tire company.
Yes, for 7 years, I think they've been the sponsor,
Yep.
ever since the original Ronaldo era.
Damn. I remember the early Ronaldo Inter Milan jerseys
Pirelli.
with the Pirelli
Yeah.
Sponsorships on the front there.
I think they wore Pirelli when they won the UEFA Cup,
Yeah,
Super Cup.
The Super Cup, yeah.
Cup Winners' Cup or whatever.
right.
I think it was a UEFA Cup.
Another thing that happened yesterday, Barcelona came back from a 2-0 deficit in the Copa del Rey against Sevilla and won 3-0.
3-0. Okay,
Yeah.
that's well. Messi is probably the man of the match.
Actually, the overall the team player had a good
I think
game.
Osama Dembele scored scored with his weaker foot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he scored with a weaker
Griezmann
foot.
had a good cameo in the game as well.
Yeah.
There's rumors that Gini Wijnaldum might be going to Inter.
I mean, okay, but an update
That's
by
not
today.
confirmed yet.
Update by today it took everyone by surprise that he might actually sign for Inter Milan.
Yeah,
Which,
I mean, he
if
might.
you ask me, it makes sense. Like, I don't know, like he's kind of player actually could be playing in Serie A, especially in his older, advanced age. I mean, Serie A is friendly for people that are becoming older. You can't deny that. Especially a guy that is like Wijnaldum.
I just think that Gini is the kind of player he's such a good player sometimes. I just think that, it's easy to overlook him.
Yes.
But he's been available the whole season. I don't know. Maybe I think that he needs to be in a more robust league to benefit.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
ringtone. So anyway, full circle with the news, by the way.
Yeah.
Heading into our main topic for today. Some big stuff happened yesterday.
Okay, what happened?
And specifically, it was addressing Barcagate.
Okay, so what happened in Barcagate? I think Barcelona obviously got raided a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple
But
days
by
ago.
the Catalan police.
Yep. Yeah,
So
it was a huge thing that happened. They came in, they raided based on to gain some documents and stuff, and made several key arrests as well. And the people
apparently,
arrested.
like very former top management people got raided.
Yeah, that's true.
Arrested.
That's right. Mainly the people who got arrested the big name was former Barcelona president Josep Maria Bartomeu.
Yeah, he resigned just last season, right?
He resigned middle of this season. He had a lot of friction with Lionel Messi.
Obviously, they had a very good Cold War there. I think it's not even a Cold War; it's a straight out vented war.
It was a war.
Yeah,
like
it was
straight
like
up.
a straight up war.
I think right now Messi's pretty much like laughing.
Yeah.
In the background there, like the club has pretty much been in this turmoil, and now it's come to this. And then the other guys who were arrested, included their lawyer Ponti. Yep. Roman Gomez Ponti, Chief Executive Officer of the club, Oscar Grau, and former advisor to the president, Jaume Masferrer.
That's a lot of top management, huh?
Yeah, a lot of big names in the...
A lot of big names, but... Okay, let's talk about it. So, from my understanding, they actually hired a third-party firm to do a smear campaign to all of the players,
Players
current
and
former.
former, yep.
I mean, wow.
The firm was called 13 Ventures.
All right.
It's owned by an Argentinian businessman.
Okay.
And what's interesting is the job was basically to kind of bolster the PR of the Bartomeu presidency in Barcelona.
I mean, it's not even
to do
boost,
social media works for the club.
But the way I understand, it's not even trying to boost Barcelona itself. It's mainly to boost Bartomeu.
You're only as strong as your emperor, I suppose.
I mean, wow, man. Mine knew that Barcelona is actually technically public listed, right?
Yep.
Owned by fans.
Owned by fans.
Yeah.
You need to have an election again.
Bartomeu is not the main guy. You know, he can be sacked anytime. And to me, he's a brave guy for doing this. I'm shocked. I mean, I'm very shocked. I'm not even sure if a guy that really owns the club would even want to do that, you know, let alone a public listed club.
I think you can see now, because in the past we've never seen players have so much of a strong presence in social media.
Yeah.
Right. So now you're seeing when the club is in disarray like this, performances haven't been good and all. You're seeing Lionel Messi use Twitter and social media, Instagram and all to convey messages.
You know.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Jared Piqué, I don't need to say, you know, he has a lot of international appeal.
Yeah, he married Shakira.
And not to mention Xavi, who is considered a footballing like savant genius.
I mean, like he left quite a few years ago, like 5 to 6 years ago, and you know.
But his influence is still there. He's still a respected member of Barcelona.
Yeah.
And
but
I think
for him to get a smear campaign as well, I find it shocking as well.
Because I think Bartomeu in general realizes his approval ratings was not good. I think he realizes that he wasn't like well loved in the Barcelona fan community.
I mean, like honestly, like apparently, from my understanding, that they used Barcelona funds to hire this firm.
They hired them to work on behalf of Barcelona.
Yeah, using Barcelona funds, and to do a smear campaign to the players and all that. I mean,
it's not only that.
Yeah.
There is the smear campaign.
Yeah.
They attacked. The smear campaign reportedly attacked players like Lionel Messi, Gerard Piqué, and of course Xavi, 3 big names in the club. But if you look at it, also, this was also a campaign to make Bartomeu's image more positive. You know, in order to make him be more of a paragon of the club.
Mm-hmm.
I think in many ways, Bartomeu wanted to be like Florentino Perez in Real Madrid in this sense, not realizing that what he's doing was wrong. And I think also perhaps this also shines the fact that Barcelona's guidance they once used to enjoy under a great legend like Johan Cruyff was severely missing this time around. Around the club, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that's why everyone started turning to the presidency and looking at Bartomeu. He knew that he had an election upcoming, you know, so he tried to work on his image, and at the same time, not just working on his image, but also target players that would speak against him. That's the sad part, I think, because I bet he wanted to cling on to that presidency so badly that he'd made all these things, and now he's being investigated not only for defamation and not only for improper management, which is a criminal misdemeanor in Spain. He's also he's also being considered for corruption.
I mean,
and those are huge charges.
I mean, you're using club funds to like do a smear campaign, you know. Apparently, it's not even hard to like find out that they actually hired this company to do that. You know, they didn't do a good enough job to hide it somehow.
And also, did you not realize that? Do you know what they did? They actually paid an inflated rate to 13 Ventures.
Okay.
Basically, market rate has a price. They paid 6 times higher than market rate.
Wow, that's using club funds.
I mean, but you gotta do a good job. I give you more money. You take.
Understand.
So that's why it's like one of those things that people, you know, tend to look at and say, there's a big misdemeanor here. Are these guys going to jail? Maybe. They could face jail time.
Yeah. understand. I mean, like, currently this has to be the first of its kind in our time.
Well, in America they called it Watergate, but you know.
No, I mean, like, club-wise, you know,
Football
Barcagate,
club-wise.
yeah. I mean, this is just crazy, you know, and surprisingly, you know, for me, is that Barcelona is technically public listed, you know. Bartomeu really had the guts to do this.
He had.
Like,
He's a desperate
I
guy.
don't even know if any like guy that really owns the club would actually do this as well.
Actually, we don't know. You know, it's very possible that many club owners are doing this kind of thing.
You know, if they own the club, they have the final say. So maybe I understand that they think they can get away with it, but with a public listed club where people actually hire you, appoint you.
There's some suspicions in the Manchester United camp that the Glazers are using some form of social media thing to help their image, their brand image. Of course, I don't think that they're using it to attack players
But
the way
no, this
Barcelona
was
has.
smear campaign.
Yeah, but like to help their public image, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I think Man City
To
could.
your own players, your money makers, you know. It's just Lionel Messi as well, you know. This guy is a once in a generation, maybe even 2 generation kind of player, you know. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's sad. I would also say that, you know, Barcelona has had a lot of problems lately. Financially, they're having problems.
Yeah.
You know, on the pitch, they're having problems.
Yeah.
You know, the league position isn't what they want.
Yes.
So, yesterday's win against Sevilla in the Copa del Rey is a turning point. Maybe this is also a turning point in a way.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to drop in a few years, you know, for them to rebuild, to me, in my opinion. It's a necessary fall, you know, especially in a time where Messi is aging as well. So for me, it's only going to go down, but there is some light there for them to make the next step. I don't know. How about you?
They need to do a lot of things.
They would have to compromise the league and winning for a while.
They would, and you know, I just want to read the statement that Barcelona gave for this. They said, before the entry and search by the Catalan police force this morning at the Camp Nou offices, under the instruction of the instructing court number 13 Barcelona, which is in the charge of the case relating to contacting or monitoring services on social networks, FC Barcelona gives full cooperation to the police, and they also want to help make clear the facts subject to this investigation. They also want to give any information and documentation relevant, and they respect the judicial process. Something tells me there was an information leak here in giving Bartomeu and his group away. I think a lot of it also might have to do with the fact that Bartomeu might have been involved somehow in the election process that's upcoming, and he might want to take part in the club in some aspect. With this leak if this information leak happened, they could have been. They are now removed from the club.
Yeah, completely.
And
they may even go to jail. Yeah.
I don't think Bartomeu can ever work in Barcelona again,
or any club in that matter. I don't know, man. I think his career is pretty much, in footballing wise, at least,
screwed.
Yeah, maybe even professionally, you know, in a corporate job. I don't know. Definitely not a public listed.
The idea was that Barcelona was supposed to have elections on the 7th of March. There's a bunch of candidates left: Joan Laporta, Victor Font, and Toni Frixia. All right, I think Joan Laporta is currently like leading this somehow, and it's interesting that it's happening now. What is it, the 4th of March?
Yeah, it's the 4th.
3rd of March, literally 3 days before the election.
I mean, it can only
No
go
more
down,
former president.
It can only go down from here, you know.
Of course, you know, I want to just mention
For
that
them to rebuild, of course.
Yeah, all allegations are, you know, you gotta take it as people are innocent till they're proven guilty.
It's still alleged right now.
Alleged,
Yes.
yeah, and so you want to give them the benefit of that because that's a basic principle, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't see how, if you hire a company like this and you lead targeted campaigns against people, it kind of smells to me of corporate wrongdoing, number one, you know, defamation, number two, and everything is like a house of cards crumbling down. You got corruption coming down the aisle over there, and that's probably going to be Barcelona's biggest problem moving forward. Where does it end?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. For me, I don't know. What do you think about it? Like Messi and all that.
I think Lionel Messi kind of needed this to happen in a way, because there was kind of a thing with him that I think he realized he was never going to leave Barcelona, like physically. Like his contract and everything is just too much for him to just get up and leave. So now he's there. Maybe moves were done to remove people who were not within the Barcelona, best of interest club.
Yeah.
And now Bartomeu's gone. Messi's king. Whoever the next president out of John Laporta, Victor Font, and Tony Frexia in the elections in 3 days. 3 days. Yeah, 7th of March.
I mean, the
7th of March is the Barcelona president's
yeah.
election. And I have this feeling that whoever is winning of these three is going to have the backing of Lionel Messi. Because I don't think they can win without it.
Yeah.
They might have thought that they needed Bartomeu's backing, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Now Messi is king, god, omega, all of it in Barcelona.
I mean, okay, let's just see how it clears out.
Yeah.
And see who is gonna be winning the presidency.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the current situation in Barcelona? Do you guys have a particular feeling about Barcagate? Is this the beginning of the revival of FC Barcelona? Especially given that they're in the final of the Copa del Rey after defeating Sevilla last night 3-0.
3-2 on aggregate.
On 3-2 on aggregate. Yeah. So, tell us what you think about Barcelona right now. We'll see you on the flip side, guys. More stuff to come.
Alright, see you guys.